Hello, my name is Jonathan Main, and I'm a VAT and Indirect Taxes partner at MHA Moore & Smalley. I'm joined by Sue Rathmell, a fellow VAT and Indirect Taxes partner at MHA McIntyre Hudson, for this VAT webinar on the EU changes for B2C supplies of goods and services across the EU. This webinar will be of interest to both e-commerce businesses and their advisors who wish to ensure that they operate as efficiently as possible across the EU from the 1st of July 2021. A few questions just to introduce the topics we're going to cover. So, Sue, would you like to introduce the topics we'll be covering on our webinar?
Yeah, sure. So we're looking forward to this. It's a packed programme and we've got a load to talk about, but we are focusing on the 1 July 2021 changes, as Jonathan said, B2C, e-commerce supplies. And we are going to cover both services, supplies of services and supplies of goods. So we will tell you how you need to be treating those if you're selling B2C, don't forget, into the EU. We'll be talking about the one-stop shop system that's going to be operating for non-EU suppliers to have to complete. We'll also be looking at sales of goods held within the EU and the sale of those B2C within the EU. Plus, we'll be looking at sales of goods that are held in the UK and that are being sent into the EU, because there's two different sets of rules for those. Jonathan's got the happy task of talking about Northern Ireland and the difficulties that we're having there with VAT, and some advice on how we can help you deal with that. Yeah. And then we'll also cover online marketplaces and the rules regarding those. So a very full agenda for us. So Jonathan, you've been dealing with clients over the last few months who have been affected by these changes. Based on what you've seen there, how do you think people are going to benefit from listening to our presentation today?
I think, Sue, one of the key benefits is trying to unpack everything, because this last year, for all the obvious reasons to do with COVID, but also Brexit, have been difficult to keep track of other fundamental changes. I mean, the UK introduced changes very similar to these, but not quite the same on the 1st of January. So there's an issue in itself, which is how best to differentiate between the changes happening across the EU and the fact that with everything else that's going on, it's important, I think, to have an opportunity to take stock and remind ourselves that there are another set of fundamental changes for lots of our e-commerce clients.
Definitely.
Finally, I think, Sue, what can the audience expect to take away in terms of action points?
Well, we hope, obviously, that you will learn a lot about the VAT treatment of supplies in this area. But in particular, we want you to go away with, I suppose, a to-do list, really. What do I need to be thinking of? How is this going to affect me, or how is this going to affect my clients? And what is it that I need to be looking at in particular in order to get these changes bedded in? Do I need to register somewhere? Do I need to change the way I'm sending my goods outside of the UK? Do I need to have a complete rethink about whether I'm actually going to be, whether it's a good idea to be trading in this area? All of that and more we're going to cover.
Thank you, Sue, and we look forward to you joining us.